What's going on, y'all? D. Allen Ricks coming to you live with another video. I got another video for y'all, man, and I wanted to talk about respond to the guy named is Nick Wright. He talking about how LeBron passed Kobe and how they lie about Jordan and just crazy stuff. Just disrespectful. Really disrespectful. Now, those comments, you could have got away with that stuff probably about like 10, 15 years ago. You probably could have got away with a lot of that stuff, without the internet. But when you go to sites like Basketball Reference, they show you the shot charts, they show you the box scores, they show you play-by-play. You can see everything for yourself. You can see the numbers. You can see who was the best and who did what in the fourth quarters. And don't get me wrong, I'm not taking anything away from LeBron. But it's just ultimate disrespect to say he surpassed Kobe or to even put him in the same sentence with Michael Jordan. I think LeBron is a great player. But if you put Kobe in the East, how easy the East is, come on now. Come on now. Be serious. And you got people always say, oh, well, LeBron was able to carry a team to a finals and carry his team to the finals and blah, blah, blah. Michael Jordan. Okay, Michael Jordan couldn't carry a team to a finals. Okay. And Michael Jordan never got swept in the finals either. And if you go back and watch the numbers, you talk about Tim Duncan. They said, oh, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and all these guys. None of them really showed up in the finals. LeBron outballed all of them. But in the fourth quarter, he was nowhere to be found. And it's not like he got blown out of games. He wasn't getting blown out. It was close scores. Like it was like 93-95, I believe, or closer. He was losing close games to the Spurs. It's not like he was getting blown out. If you have no team, nobody to help you, you get blown out. That's when you get blown out. Come on now. You think Michael Jordan can go all the way to the finals and get swept and only score a few points in the fourth quarter? Hell no. Come on now. Be serious. Kobe Bryant. When can you ever say Kobe Bryant got swept in the NBA Finals? It's just crazy. We can go to 2006. LeBron only had 4 points. He only had 5 points. I'm sorry. He had 5 points in the fourth quarter. 5 points. Game 7. He took Detroit to a 4-3 series. 3-3 series, and Detroit went up. They won. And Tayshaun Prince, Richard Hamilton, they had a lot of good players, but they didn't show up in the fourth quarter. They were nowhere to be found. So as LeBron, you put the team on your back. And you do what you gotta do. It ain't like you were getting blown out. That's what they failing to realize. Like they're putting him on this high pedestal, like he's just the greatest thing. And I don't take nothing away from LeBron. He's a great player, man. Great player. But we are speaking facts right now. I'm gonna post the links in the description. You can go see it for yourself. The facts. Go to Basketball Reference and look in the fourth quarters. We talking about fourth quarters when it matters. Jordan was great, not just because he was a great player, but he could finish fourth quarter when the game's on the line, when your team needs you. Y'all talk about Steph Curry, but scoring 17 points in the finals. 5 points in the fourth quarter when it matters the most. Come on now, you gotta be serious. Rasheed Wallace and Chauncey Billups and all of them only had 4 points. Come on now. 2007, 08 took Boston to 4-3. And this is another thing. How do you go 4-3 with Boston if you have no team? If you have no team, then you're done. Especially against a big three. And it was games where the Cavaliers blew out the Celtics. So, like I said, and people talk about Delonte West, they can say what they want about Delonte West. Delonte West was efficient. He went 4 for 8 and 2 for 4 from 3-point. Paul Pierce and LeBron was going at it 40 points. And then in game 6, he only had 12 points in the fourth quarter. Once again, the fourth quarter. This is going back to 07. We're going to go back to the facts. Let's go to 08. He lost to the Magic. Come on now. Do Michael Jordan lose to Dwight Howard? Do Michael Jordan lose to Dwight Howard? Then they say, oh, well, Dwight Howard, he had an all-star. Richard Lewis was an all-star. Mo Williams was an all-star. I bet y'all didn't know that. I bet y'all didn't know that. Like I said, it's not because he's not a great player. It's just that he's not finishing. He don't finish in the fourth quarter. Come on now. You a 66-win team. You won 66 games and only lost 16, and you telling me you lost to Dwight Howard? And you score only 7 points in the fourth quarter? Oh, we talking about the greatest player of all times. Okay. 2009. That's self-explanatory. Everybody felt like he quit on this team. They were a 61-21 team. I believe they was the number 1 seed. I think the Celtics was number 5, number 4, number 3 or number 4, and the Miami Heat was number 5. Why would you go to Miami when they're the number 5 seed? And you the best team in the conference. You got the best team. Got Antoine Jameson. He was an all-star then. And I ain't saying that he's a superstar, but you competing without superstars. You got the best record. Look at what you're doing without a superstar. And that's why when he left, they said he was joining the bandwagon of joining superstars, because they talk about he was trying to duplicate what the Celtics were doing. That's where they were going about that. They said he was jumping on the bandwagon. This was before KD. And that's why Dan Gilbert was mad, because he felt like, man, you took a pay cut to go. This your team. You run the Cavs. He didn't have to leave. People say, oh, he had to leave. I thought the same thing, man. Like, they had me brainwashed. That's what they doing. They brainwash. That's what the media do. They manipulate your mind. They want you to think that. It's disrespectful to Michael Jordan, man. Just disrespectful. Michael Jordan, you telling me he gonna lose to Dwight Howard in the finals and only score 7 points in the fourth quarter? Look it up. These are facts. Facts, man. It's disrespectful. Just disrespectful. I'm not a Michael Jordan fan, and I would never disrespect him like that. I'm a huge fan of the game, though. Like, I love basketball. I go back and watch all the old school basketball. I love basketball. I love it. But the game is tainted. Come on now. You think now if you put Michael Jordan to Kobe and like Michael Jordan in today's era, running through the lane, like, come on now. Wide open. The East weaker now than it was back then. And then on top of that, and what you don't know is that Cleveland team before, when they won 66 games in 08-09. They won 61 games 09-2010. Those records are better than the Cavs team now with superstars. It's crazy, right? With superstars, that team was better, and they say he didn't have no help. Like I said, it's not that he didn't have help, it's just that he didn't finish. LeBron is a great player, a phenomenal player. I don't take nothing away from him. You can't. You can't take nothing away from that. You can't. Great player. That 66 win team could have beat the Warriors 2014, 2015. Their numbers look just. Steph Curry was the only player with 26 points. The rest of them had 16 and 15 points. LeBron had like 30-something points. I think Timothy Mozgov had 14. Shumpert had or J.R. Smith had 11 or 12. It was enough to carry. It should have been enough to carry you over them. They wasn't the superstars that you think they are. They didn't become that much greater until they figured things out the next year when they went 73-9. And to be honest, and you got to be honest, because this is a thing called momentum. If I hit shots, if I win a game, let's say I'm up 2-0. If you win that next game, you come in and win that next game, you got momentum that you can win that next game because you already won. So you go in there and win that next game, you start carrying momentum. When they took Draymond Green away, it brought momentum to the Cavaliers. Come on, that's facts. That's facts, bruh. I would have been, if he would have said, you know what, Draymond Green said some foul things, but it really don't matter. I want to beat them at their best. I don't want nobody to be gone. And he came back and beat them. You gotta respect that. You have to respect that. Come on, man. Facts. Facts, bro. Just be honest, man. Just being honest. I'm not taking nothing away from LeBron. Great player. Great player. But the media is trying to hype this man up, and it's not right to, especially the younger generation coming up who didn't get to watch Michael Jordan play and really don't even know the facts and stuff. And they force feeding y'all like that. That's wrong, bro. That's wrong. I'm 24 years old. And I'm growing up during the Kobe exiting out. Now it's LeBron era. LeBron era kind of finishing, but at the same time, it's sort of LeBron's era. But I'm smart enough to say, nah, man, I ain't gonna let the media manipulate me like that. Disrespectful, man, just disrespectful. But make sure y'all click that subscribe button. Post a link to Basketball Reference. Make sure y'all go get facts, man. Not opinions, not emotions, just facts. All right.